All right, everyone, thank you for joining us. Today we are speaking to TJ Docena, our senior creative producer at Patrón, and we are talking to him in regards to the launch of our very exciting launch of our new AR gifting experience called the Patrón Virtual Gift Wrapper. So thanks for joining us, TJ. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, hi. Thanks for having me, Steph. Really happy to be here. I've been at Patrón for a little over a year now. I've been a creative for my entire career. Started off as a photographer and a videographer. I wanted to work for an animation studio. Found myself in New York growing up and essentially just fell in love with live action filmmaking. I've been fortunate enough to be a part of multiple different marketing teams over my career in advertising, and here I am at Patrón. I think tequila is the best spirit in the world, so it's really a dream job to be able to work for a brand like Patrón and work with amazing, education team like you guys. So I'm really happy to be here.
Thank you, and we love having you and happy to have you on the team. So let's kick off this conversation first by discussing some of the terminology. For those of us who may be a little bit tech impaired, like myself sometimes, can you explain the difference between AR or augmented reality and VR virtual reality?
Yeah, for sure. So augmented reality is essentially technology that takes a digital object or digital things and puts it in a real world live view. So if you have a camera, you're putting something into your existing world. Whereas virtual reality is a completely immersive virtual experience where everything is potentially digital or 3D. Like an Oculus headset is something that looks like goggles because it fully immerses you, and that's why it's called virtual reality. I think that's the simplest way I can put it.
I think that's perfect. I think that's perfect, yeah. So now that we have sort of a grasp on what the difference is between AR and VR, let's discuss the background and inspiration behind this specific project. And if perhaps there was any influence from maybe any previous VR experiences, or like you mentioned Oculus earlier, anything like that.
Patrón has always been really good at kind of innovating experiences, and Patrón's always been about crafting the perfect experience. So 5-6 years ago, Patrón came out with the Art of Patrón app, and that allowed people to essentially visit the hacienda, learn more about our culture at the hacienda and how we make tequila. To this day, I mean, you guys are probably at the forefront of this, but there's really no experience that can replace visiting the hacienda for the first time. And an AR experience like the Art of Patrón on the Oculus is something that we were able to essentially create so that more people can come to the hacienda. And the idea behind the Patrón virtual gift wrapper is similar in a sense that we want people to be able to gift Patrón in a unique way, especially during the times that we're in now, where the holidays are likely to be a little bit farther apart and a little bit kind of distance. So there was a little bit of inspiration in taking some of the AR kind of appetite that we know the brand has and giving it to consumers on a more accessible way, if that makes sense.
Absolutely, and that's a perfect lead-in, I think, to my next question, switching gears a little bit and talking more about gifting specifically. So gifting really is such an essential element to holidays and special occasions, and with the unprecedented year that we've been having, not really being able to share a lot of those important milestones in person with our loved ones, what does it mean to you to be able to offer the consumer a digital opportunity to celebrate with one another? And did this influence the trajectory of the project at all?
Yeah, I think that's a really good question. I think in the past 6 months or so, you kind of start to realize that 2020 is the year the future was canceled, right? I remember when the world kind of shut down. I thought it'd only take 2 weeks, 4 weeks, before we were up back and running. Halfway through summer, you start to think, Thanksgiving is one of my most favorite holidays, and it's a time where I always meet people in person, no matter where I'm at. In August, when we were kind of figuring out what we wanted to do on social for the holidays, we kind of knew that a lot of people are feeling the same way, where they're not going to be able to be with everyone they want to be with over the holidays. And so typically what happens, when you're apart is you send gifts. You have to go out and buy gifts, or you have to order them online and create your own kind of e-cards for the lack of a better word. I don't even know if anyone still sends e-cards, but there was a time when that was the thing. And the inspiration really is, how can Patrón make a really cool kind of e-card-esque experience, and we thought of this really cool way to just be able to digitally wrap and gift wrap a Patrón bottle, regardless if you buy a Patrón bottle for somebody or if you're just a fan and you want to give it to another fan. We thought it was a really cool experience to be able to personalize and gift, and I think that's the key thing. There are thoughtful gifters, and then there are the gifters who are kind of last minute. I'm a mix of both myself, and this experience this experience allows you to kind of be a mix of both. You can really customize the way you gift wrap your Patrón bottle this year, and it's super easy that you can just do it on your phone, where you probably spend a lot of your time already.
That is a great lead-in also to my next question and our next experience here. So I'm sold. I want to send someone a personalized bottle. Let's talk about this gifting experience in operation. How do I design one, and how do I share it?
Rather than kind of ramble on, I think what I'll do is I'll just cut in a nice video that explains it all right here.
Perfect.
There's no doubt that the holidays are going to hit different this year, but you can still show your tequila fam that you're still thinking of them even when you're not together. The Patrón Virtual Gift Wrapper allows you to digitally wrap a Patrón bottle with photos, stickers, and personalized messages. Then it's as easy as sending a custom link to your friend to unbox. They'll see your one-of-a-kind design come to life. It's that simple.
Wow, that looks so amazing. I absolutely cannot wait to send these virtual bottles out to all of my friends, and I think it's a really great initiative. And I wanted to thank you, TJ, for your time here with us today, and thank you for your help and work on this project. This is TJ again, our senior creative producer at Patrón. Really excited to check out this Patrón Virtual Gift Wrapper. Thanks so much.
Thank you.